Set the drummer to the side. Let the petty be fried. It will be alright. Alright. Set that drummer to the side. Let the petty be fried. Black negative from your mind. It will be alright. Don't let them people come and hide. Gotta swallow your pride. Look at what peace provides. It will be alright. Set that drama to the side. Let the petty be fried. Black negative from your mind. It will be alright. Don't let them people come and hide. Gotta swallow your pride. Look at what peace provides. It will be alright. In my whipping, I'm dipping. I'm on a celebration mission. Windows down, music bumping. No room for the tripping. I hit the stove for a brisk and a package of swishers. Yeah, like we always do about this time. My name is Cornbread Capone, and this is Unpopular Honesty, the home of brutal honesty and real hip-hop music. And today, my guest on the line is a very talented R&B artist and producer, as well as a close friend. This ain't his first time up here. This is his second time, actually. Mr. K.
Actually, third time.
Well, third time. Mr. K Luv Evans. What's going on with you, brother?
Oh, nothing, man. What's going on? What's poppin', man?
Chilling, man. You know what I'm saying? You know me, man. I'm always doing what I do. You know what I'm saying? Staying busy, staying working.
Already.
What about you, my brother?
Oh, man, just been grinding, man. Just trying to make a way, you know what I'm saying? Getting everything I need to get together and making it happen, bro. Trying to become a millionaire, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Man, well, tell me about this Coast to Coast Live showcase that you recently attended.
Man, it was a great experience, man. I challenge every artist to do it, man. No matter if it's R&B that you do or hip hop, I challenge it. You know, I had to, take back some things I said in the past about actually paying for an event like Coast to Coast, as far as like paying to perform. Like, if it's something like Coast to Coast and it's going to help you further your career, I feel like everybody should do it. And if you're going to do it, bring your A game, because they're going to judge you. They're going to judge everything about you, from your looks all the way down to your to how you carry yourself on the stage, how you interact with the crowd, everything. Man. You know what I'm saying? And, $50,000 is $50,000. You feel me? So,
right.
I just pray that God put me in that situation to where I can win that money. I can do some major upgrades to the studio, and do some things with my family and my kids, you know what I'm saying? So it was a great experience, man. I placed second place. I was 1 point away from winning first, and ain't no shade to the first place winner. I mean, he deserved everything he get, you know what I'm saying? He deserved that, you know what I'm saying? But he better bring his A game come the championship. Everybody better bring their A game, because I'm coming with it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that if anybody that's artists who's never done Coast to Coast, I think they should, because your favorite rapper broke, from Coast to Coast, from the Young Thugs to the Uchi Wildest or whoever the fuck. Like, they all went through Coast to Coast, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, they all went through that shit. So
let me ask you this. From a show point perspective, do you feel like this generation of artists have had the proper training to conduct themselves properly on stage?
I'm gonna say yeah, no, and I'm gonna tell you no first. I'm gonna tell you the no reason why. I'm gonna say no because they had some young cats up there, and some of them young cats, they didn't even place. Bro. You know what I'm saying? And the young cat that I thought that was going to win over me, he plays fifth. I thought that he was gonna take it. You know what I'm saying? But he plays fifth place. You know what I'm saying? And he was on some rod wave shit type shit. And that's what a lot of people don't realize. And I'm finna say this shit, and this shit finna touch a lot of people's souls that listen to this. These people are not looking for the next Rod Wave. They're not looking for the next Young Thug. They're not looking for the next Drake. They're not looking for the next Migos. Okay? These people are looking for originality. Be yourself. Stop trying to be like everybody else. And I think a lot of people, a lot of artists, I apologize, a lot of artists, they stuck in their ways, they listening to everybody, and niggas are just believing that you gotta sound like somebody else just to get on. Them people not looking for no. They not looking for. They already got them people. They already got them type of people. They looking for original artists, man. Honestly,
I'm happy that you just said that, man, because that is one point that I do stress a lot that I don't see a lot of. See, I'm from the era of originality where nobody sounded like the next man. Nobody wanted to look like the next man. It was all about individuality and originality in my era. And that's what I still carry with me today. And when I look out there, when I go to showcases, when I'm listening to artists' music, when I'm internet surfing and I might come across such and such music video, or maybe a freestyle, or maybe an in studio performance, I just get the feeling that it's a lot of copycatism. It's a lot of mimic this sound, mimic this artist, let me sound like this artist, even down to the ones who aspire to be artists and they figure that's their way in the door, and it's not. You know what I'm saying? Because people in positions probably not gonna take you serious if they hear that that's what you own. And I'm glad that that is starting to become a reality, because if you seen this experience at a Coast to Coast Live showcase in Dallas, correct? Okay, if you saw that in Dallas, Texas, that means that there's a chance that that's also happening somewhere else in the world. Meaning that it was popular for a time, but it's starting to come back around to original music. It's starting to come back around to those who are original versus those who are not. All I gotta say is, for those artists who are, sound like that, UPS is hiring, Subway is hiring. We need, more people to fix sandwiches out there. So, hey, when you quit your little day job, please go apply for Subway. And I'm not being funny or facetious when I say that either. But now back to this showcase.
yeah. So I'll say the yes because it was certain people who were doing that, but they might have sounded like the new age, but they were more lyrical, kind of like a J. Cole-ish, Kendrick Lamar-ish, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And that was the two cats that won third and fourth place. They were pretty good. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's just certain levels to the shit, I guess you can say. But the crazy part about it was, after I came in second, the cat, let me just say this, the cat that came in first place was your age or a little bit older than you, Fred.
And that's
No bullshit.
and that brings about another point that I've been making, that the best rappers are in their late 30s, 40s, and 50s.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that just because, I'm saying that for a reason. That's real.
He beat me by 1 point, bro. And once everything was over with, one of the judges, his name is DJ Scarecrow. He got on the mic. He said, shout out to the second place winner. I'm fucking with K Luv. Out of everybody, I'm fucking with K Luv. And I didn't hear him say it because I was talking to my partner. You know what I'm saying? And then one of my other partners hit me on the shoulder. He said, "Hey, my nigga, you heard what he said?" I said, "Nah, I ain't hear him, my nigga. What's up?" He said, "Bro, he said he fucking with you out of everybody, nigga. You need to go holler at him." You know what I'm saying? So he came off the stage. You know what I'm saying? I met up with him at the stage. I said, "Hey, bro, I appreciate you. What you said." You know what I'm saying? He meant that shit. He gave me his number and he gave me his dad's number because his dad was the judge and his dad was over the whole coast to coast show shit, the show shit. You know what I'm saying? He was one of the judges as well. And when I talked to them yesterday morning, he told me straight up, he said, "Man, you lost by 1 point, and I wanted you to win." He said, "I don't even like R&B like that, but when you came out there with that fucking song, I was loving that shit. I fuck with your music, top down." And it just made me feel so good because I told him the truth. I said, "Man, I didn't even expect the place. I came in and I paid this money for networking purposes. That's it. I didn't even expect the place because I knew it was going to be talent here tonight." You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it made me feel more secure about where I'm at in the game. You know what I'm saying? It made me feel more secure because I was at my wits with this shit. I was ready to give up. It done been nice that I didn't, woke up out my sleep, sit in my goddamn living room like I'm just done with this shit. I'm done with this shit. And my chick, she came in the living room and she asked me what was going on, and I told her, I say, I feel like I'm just torn because it's like I say I'm done with this shit, and then 2 weeks or 3 weeks later or a month later, I'm sitting back at that desk creating something else. It's like a drug. It's like it's got a hold over me, and it's like I want to stop because I felt like I wasn't going nowhere, bro. I don't know what to say about other artists, but I know for me, I've been doing this shit a long time. And I know I'm still young, but at the same time, it's just like, if something gonna happen with this shit, it need to happen. And it need to happen now. I'm destined for greatness. So if the greatness gonna happen, it needs to happen now, bro. And that's just real talk. That's just bringing you into my world and how my thinking pattern was. You know what I'm saying? It's just, this experience is making me believe in myself more. Way more than I've ever did. I'm glad that I'm doing it now, and I didn't do it when I was younger. And I'm glad that I did it in Dallas and not in Houston. You know what I'm saying? I done heard a lot of bad stories about Coast to Coast. I done heard a lot of people have bad experiences at Coast to Coast. But at the same time, that doesn't mean that Coast to Coast don't get you nowhere. A lot of people feel that Coast to Coast don't get you nowhere. Well, I mean, how you explain all the rappers who did go through Coast to Coast before they got hot? How do you explain that shit? How do you explain a $50,000 grand prize? How do you explain that shit if Coast to Coast ain't shit?
Well,
So I think certain people need to shut the fuck up. Excuse my French, but
yeah. I mean, be real about it.
Yeah.
Just
be real. I mean, you did the Coast to Coast shit. You did your show. You probably didn't place, or you placed fifth, or you might have not placed at all. You just didn't bring your A game. Shut the fuck up and move on. Don't talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Because they still, it's 20, 30 years down the line, Coast to Coast still breaking artists.
Yeah. I want to say congratulations to you on winning second place and going to the MIA, and you know what I'm saying, I hope you get what it is you feel you deserve as an artist.
Man, I appreciate that, man.
For R&B though, it's like it's in a weird space right now. You know what I'm saying? It's a hole that exists in R&B because of the absence of one individual. And then on the outside of that, you have shades of what R&B can be. But and the reason why I say that is because you can't say it doesn't exist, because it does. It's just a modified version of R&B. It doesn't sound like traditional R&B. Traditional, if you remember, there was a time where R&B was R&B, and they didn't crossbreed it with rap or no other genre of music. It was just pure cut R&B. Well, after a certain point, they began to cut rap with R&B and blend the both. A R&B singer on a rapper song, a R&B song with a rapper verse on it. And that's kind of been the standard since mid 90s Jermaine Dupri, Puff Daddy era going forward. Then you have the sound of music changing in the 20, well, near the 2010s, coming into the 2010 era. That's about the time that music changed. Rap started to sound more like R&B because people were using melody and singing. And R&B just kind of, I don't know, it's kind of like that sound and style absorbed into R&B. So now you hear R&B that kind of sounds similar to trap music. Or you hear R&B that has, I don't know, the drill sound to it. Maybe whatever modern day mix they have going on with rap, they just kind of apply that to R&B and let the singer sing in that same cadence and style. But it's not like 90s R&B or 90s neo soul. How do you feel about the state of R&B at this point?
I mean, I'm starting to come up on a lot of R&B artists now that I didn't know of, and these motherfuckers are sounding good, bro. You know what I'm saying? A lot of female artists and a lot of male R&B artists, and it's just a lot of new cats, and they sound wonderful. I'm not gonna even sit up here and lie to you, but I don't feel like the state in R&B is fucked up. I feel like that they're not playing the new motherfuckers. They playing like her and SZA and shit like that. Right. But they're not. I mean, to be honest with you, like I haven't heard nobody that's a male on the radio that does R&B in a while except Chris Brown. Think about it.
Yeah.
Every time, let's be real, right?
Yeah.
Chris Brown, right? Maybe you might get Tank a little bit, maybe. But more of the story is, nigga, you gonna hear Chris Brown more on the radio than any other R&B artist. So I mean, Chris got this shit sold up. They just made a post talking about Chris Brown is better than Michael Jackson because he does a lot more things than Michael Jackson does. I think that's great that he does a lot of things more than Michael Jackson, but he would never, ever be better than fucking Michael Jackson. And that's a fucking insult to MJ, and they can kiss my fucking ass.
I mean, this generation loves comparisons. But if we were all standing outside in a group setting and a Bentley and a Honda pulled up at the same time, none of us, old or young, will compare those two cars to each other. That analogy was put in place to let you know that your comparisons from people of this generation to people of a past generation, such as a Michael Jackson, categorically incorrect and wrong. First of all, the man, the reason why they call him the king of pop, ain't nobody else done filled them shoes, and nobody else will. He has the highest selling album of all time. Nobody is reduplicating that magic. It will never happen again. That's all I got to say about that. Moving on. I wanted to ask you about one of your favorite R&B artists who recently made a freestyle. I was watching, I believe.
Wait. Male or female?
Oh, it's a female.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
I'm watching the podcast and they saying, they talking about this guy. I'm not really familiar with who he is.
You talking about Jack Harlow?
Yeah, I heard his record on the radio. I wasn't really impressed with it or whatever.
Yeah, that was popping. Brand new whip just hopped it. Yeah, that shit.
Yeah, whatever. But I guess in an interview he had said something about, I didn't know that Ray J and Brandy were related or brother and sister, and so
yeah, I seen the video. He was like he really didn't know.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like to me. So, when Brandy put out the freestyle, I'm saying, ooh, she need to make
no.
a rap album.
She put out a message first. She put out a message first before she put the rap out.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. She need to go on and make
the message out, and she killed that nigga on his own beat.
Man, she murdered him on his own shit. Like
she murdered him on his own shit.
I don't know how far my podcast will reach, but I'm gonna say this right now. Brandy Norwood, please make a rap album. I hear the skills. I watch Queens. I heard the skills. I'm like, hey man, look. You know, you got singing you're such in a pocket as a singer, and you're already solidified as a singer. Go on and make that rap album one good time, especially while the West Coast is on fire right now. Just add some more fire to the flame, you know what I'm saying? I mean, get with some, producers, get with a Hit Boy. Hell, man, get in there with Dr. Dre if you can. That would be ill. And how do you feel about Brandy wrecking Jack Harlow record like that?
Oh, I love the shit. I still haven't had a chance to listen to all of it. I want to actually listen to all of it, but bro, I don't give a fuck. Bitches can get mad at me, niggas can get mad at me. I say it all the time. I say it again, and I put my money on it, my hard-earned money. Can't no female artist fuck with Brandy vocally. I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. I don't give a fuck how much y'all try to argue about this situation. No one is on Brandy's level. Her voice is a musical instrument. Do you understand what that is, Brad? Do you understand what I'm saying when I say her voice is a musical instrument? You understand what I'm saying?
That.
Like, her voice is so fucking rich. You don't have to put auto-tune on her shit, dog. I'm talking about raw fucking vocals. Raw vocals, bro. Have you ever seen the actual YouTube video of her in the studio making her latest album?
No, I didn't know that there was a
You need to go watch that shit. You need to watch that shit. You're gonna see what I'm talking about after you watch that shit. You can pull it up, it's easy. I promise you, bro. The woman is bad than a bitch. Can't no female artist touch her, dog. I don't give a fuck. Motherfuckers say Jennifer Hudson. They can say J Lo. They can say Maya. They can say nobody can fuck with Brandy. Hands down.
I was gonna ask you real quick. When is your next single or project coming out?
Soon. I decided to I'm still in album mode, but I decided to come out with some more singles, and they're gonna be on the album as well. But I got some singles I got some shit that I need to work on as far as like putting out some singles. I got some shit I think the next single that I'm finna do, and I just decided today, it's not gonna be produced by me. It's gonna be produced by Flake himself.
Wow.
My boy Flake. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's finna be the next big thing from me. Flake gave me this beat damn near almost 5 years ago, and I sat on it in the vault. And I didn't sit on it because I didn't want to do it. I was just waiting on the right time. And I already got the go ahead. When he sent it to me, I got the go ahead and everything. And I think he gonna be proud. I think he gonna be proud once we get it down. My brother he been begging me to do it. He was like, bro, if you do that shit right now, it's gonna fuck people's heads up. And I was like, you know what, you're right. I'm sick and tired of you talking about it. I'm gonna go ahead and do the shit. So that's gonna be the next situation I'm working on, and I'm gonna stay focused, stay positive minded about it.
Already, man. Well, before we get up out of here, please give everybody your social media so they know how to follow you and stay in touch with you.
Yo, this K Luv Evans, bitch. Hey, follow me on IG, K Luv Evans. I don't get on Twitter, so fuck Twitter. YouTube, Emmanuel K Luv Evans. If you can't find me on Instagram, it's because I got underscores under my shit. So it's going to be K.Luv_Evans. Follow me on Instagram. Emmanuel K Luv Evans on YouTube. Subscribe, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, all the videos that I have on there, even the drum videos I got on there. Y'all hit me up. I'm a drummer too. For people who do know me, they know I'm a drummer, but people who don't know me, y'all didn't know I was a drummer. Yeah. Anyways, Facebook, K Luv Evans. Shit, I really ain't even gotta say all that. Just put in the Google search K Luv Evans and see what you find. Google me.
Already,
I'll
man.
pull up. Shit.
Well,
Shit.
I thank you for hollering at me, man. You know what I'm saying? We needed to have this conversation so that the public can hear it and understand. I hope they picked up on the jewels on behalf of Mr. K Luv Evans and the good people at One Man Records. My name is Cornbread Capone. This is Unpopular Honesty, the home of brutal honesty and real hip-hop music. Until next time, peace and love. That's what the world needs.